Hi guys, so today's video is on how to trim a cake perfectly using the grater method and how to buttercream your cake and get it ready for covering. You cover either by buttercream method, whipped cream, or then fondant. We'll have a part 2 of this video, and that will be on how to cover the cake with fondant method. So we've started to couple the cake. You've seen me have buttercream the cake and try to use the chocolate toppings in between the cakes. So this is me trying to join the second layer of the cake. I'm trying to smoothen it. I'm trying to cut off the excesses so that the cake would lap when we eventually join them together. So you see it has balanced out. The cake is okay. Then the next thing, we buttercream the top again and try to also add our chocolate filling to give it that special touch. All right, so this is me buttercreaming the cake and then topping it with the chocolate mousse, the chocolate filling to give it that special touch, like I said earlier. So this is me trying to add the third layer of the cake. Wow, the cake is looking tall enough already. Okay, so that was a little alcohol I used to moisten the cake because I noticed that part was a bit dry. Now, so we've moved on to trim our cake. You can see me using the grater. Now you do it step by step. You try to make sure that your grater is going from top to bottom at once. Like, you don't allow one part to be losing. Like, you make sure everything is smoothing out. Like you can see, our cake is already smooth. So this is how to smoothen your cake using the grater method. Okay, so look at the cake now. The edges are pointing out. The cake is super smooth. Everything is okay. So that is how to smoothen your cake with grater method. All right, so next I try to clean up the environment so that we can move on to buttercreaming the cake. All right, so I had to cut off a lot of things in that part. So now this is me buttercreaming the cake. So just in case you don't know, you really don't know your way about buttercreaming a cake, this is the perfect way to go about it. Okay, you just take your buttercream using the palette knife. You move from top to bottom, and while doing this, you just have to be conscious of your edges. Like, you don't want anything to tamper with your edges. That will give your cake that sharp look, especially if it's a fondant cake you're making. Like, if you're going to cover the cake with fondant, you don't need anything to like tamper with your edges. So you're just careful doing it with all carefulness. You're mindful so that you do not break off any part of the cake. And meanwhile, this cake is super soft. Like, you really have to be careful with it so that you don't break it off. So you keep going, and you see we're buttercreaming the top, and after that you have to just use your knife to clean up the excesses around the cake. Okay, so this is basically how to trim your cake. This is basically how to trim your cake perfectly using the grater method and also cover the cake with buttercream. Now look at the cake. It's so neat, it's so fine, it's so smooth. Like, you can still feel the smoothness. Now the cake was kind of tilting to one side. I had to use a board under the cake, which I covered with this film of aluminum paper, so it was heavy on one side, so the cake was, so I had to smoothen that out. So if you love this video, please like, follow and subscribe. Please give us a thumbs up so that we can keep doing this for you. Thank you so much for being a part of this video. God bless you. Bye.